The story begins with Noah, a 17-year-old girl who moves with her mother, Rafaela, to live with Rafaela's new husband. Noah is upset because this means she won't get to see her boyfriend anymore. When they arrive, she's shocked to see a huge fancy mansion with a fountain. Rafaela's new husband, Will, is a rich billionaire, and the house even has a butler. This is where Noah's life is about to change forever. Her mom gives her a tour of the house. It has a spa, a gym, and her new bedroom with a view of the ocean. The closet is full of expensive clothes, but Noah isn't happy. She just misses her real dad. On the balcony next to hers, she notices her new stepbrother, but can't see his face. Later, she calls her best friend Betty, complaining that the house is too fancy and she can't even find a simple sandwich. That's when she meets Nicholas, Will's son. Nicholas teases Noah, calling her a country girl who doesn't belong there. Even his dog Thor barks at her, but Noah stands her ground. She grabs a frying pan and threatens him. Nicholas stops her just in time, surprised by her boldness. Noah quickly reminds him that she is not his sister and never will be. When their parents walk in, Nicholas pretends to be the perfect son, hiding his rude behavior. Meanwhile, Betty is still on the phone and whispers to Noah that Nicholas is handsome, though Noah already hates him. That evening, Noah is late for dinner. Everyone expects her to dress up in fancy clothes, but she shows up in an old t-shirt, shocking them all. On the way to the restaurant, she texts her boyfriend, but she can't ignore the way Nicholas keeps staring at her. Dinner is at the yacht club. Nicholas brags about his surfing skills, while Noah thinks he's not smart enough for real sports. He leaves early, saying he has work, and his parents make him drive Noah home. On the road, he drives recklessly, making dangerous turns, which annoys her. When Noah says maybe he's like this because he didn't get enough love from his mother, Nicholas gets upset. He abandons her in the middle of the road and speeds away. Noah's phone is dead, so she can't call for help. Luckily, a handsome driver named Mario stops to pick her up. She complains to him about her idiot stepbrother. Mario tells her he knows Nicholas and is heading to the same party Nicholas is supposed to attend. But wait, wasn't Nicholas supposed to be working? Noah decides to catch him in his lie. At the party, thrown for a tough guy named Ronnie who just got out of jail, Nicholas finds himself enjoying himself. He kisses 3 girls in a row like nothing's wrong. Finally, Noah slaps him across the face and threatens to tell her stepdad the truth. But Nicholas doesn't take her seriously. Instead, he throws her against a wall, saying she's only doing this because she wants his attention. Noah quickly realizes that Nick really is an idiot. At the party, she meets Gina, who offers to be her new best friend in town. Both girls are annoyed at how badly Nick treats women. But soon, Gina gets distracted by her boyfriend, and they start making out. Left alone, Noah is approached by Ronnie, the tattooed guy who just got out of jail. He offers her a drink, but before she can take it, Nicholas shows up and knocks it away. He warns her that guys like Ronnie often put drugs into girls' drinks. Noah doesn't listen and gulps some down anyway, then feels sick. Nick has no choice but to carry her out and drive her home. On the way, they talk and start to understand each other a little better. To avoid being seen by their parents, Nicholas carries Noah in his arms and carefully puts her in bed. That night, Noah dreams about her past. Her violent father used to beat her mom, and Rafaela would hide Noah in the closet to protect her. In the morning, she can't remember how she got to bed, but Nick insists that nothing happened. Their parents already know Nick introduced Noah to his friends, but Noah doesn't want anything to do with those rich, snobby people. She goes to relax on the beach instead. Of course, Nick shows up with his surfing buddies. While he's changing, Noah can't help staring at him. Later, Gina invites Noah to a street race. Nick races his red Porsche against one of Ronnie's guys. But when he sees Noah arrive, looking stunning, he gets distracted, misses the start signal, and falls behind. On the second lap, Nicholas notices Noah hugging Mario, and jealousy kicks in. Fueled by anger, he makes a comeback, wins the race, and kisses his girlfriend Anna. Still, the only thing Nick really loves is his car. At the after-party, Noah and her friends dance. But then she receives a shocking photo. Her boyfriend Dan is kissing her best friend. Heartbroken, Noah decides to let go of her old life. She dances wildly as if it's her last night of freedom. Nick can't stop watching her, and to make her ex jealous, Noah kisses a random stranger. She even wants to take pictures with other guys. Nick steps in, chases her date away, and grabs her phone. He reads her texts and promises to help her get revenge. Then, in a bold move, Nick kisses her himself. It's intense and hard for him to stop. Noah, dizzy from the kiss, takes a picture and sends it to her ex. To cool off, Nick goes back to Ada. Meanwhile, Noah sneaks into his Porsche, starts the engine, and ends up in a street race with Ronnie. He offers her a 5-second head start. Noah surprisingly accepts. When the signal goes off, she calmly puts on lipstick, making Ronnie furious. On the second lap, Noah drives surprisingly well. Ronnie tries to push her off the road, but at the final turn, she speeds past him and wins. The crowd cheers. A girl just beat Ronnie. Furious, Ronnie smashes Nick's Porsche. Nick quietly pays him off with $15,000 and hands over the car keys. Noah is furious, yelling that everyone will remember Ronnie lost to a girl. Ronnie insults her back, but Nick punches him, sparking a massive gang fight. During the chaos, Noah has flashbacks of her abusive father. Luckily, her friends pull her away before she's hurt. 4 days later, Nick still hasn't come home. On the night of Will's big gala, Noah receives a threatening text. Gina is sure it's Ronnie. Meanwhile, Nick is at the beach with his little half-sister Maggie, whom he adores. That evening, Noah attends the gala in a beautiful gown. But when Nick finally shows up, he finds her cuddling with his dog, Thor. They end up watching a racing movie together. Noah promises to help him get back his car. Overcome with emotion, Nick kisses her, but then pulls away, saying they can never be together. The next morning, Noah washes her late father's old car. Nick shows up, and she sprays him with the hose, soaking herself in the process. He watches her, clearly tempted, but leaves. At that moment, Noah's mom shows up with Dan, hoping to cheer her up, but Noah refuses his kiss and pushes him away. Later, Noah warns Nick that we're in trouble. Dan has seen our picture of the kiss. If he realizes it's Nick, he might tell our parents. Just then, Dan arrives. To hide, Noah shoves Nick under a beach umbrella and then into the pool. Dan apologizes, but Nick splashes him with water. Noah orders her ex to leave, but his flight is only tomorrow. After Dan storms off, Nick grabs Noah and pulls her into the pool with him. Hiding behind an inflatable, he pins her against the side of the pool and kisses her again and again, risking everything if they get caught. Dan notices Noah kissing in the pool, but her friends distract him before he can react. Then Nick's stepmom calls him into the house. Before leaving, Nick squirts water in Noah's face, making it clear their relationship is getting closer. Dan is starting to suspect something. Later, flowers arrive for Noah. Maybe her ex is apologizing? Her mom is surprised that Noah is being so cold to him. Could she already have someone else? But the note attached says, "You will pay dearly for what you have done." Noah confronts Dan, asking if he sent the threat, but it turns out someone else did. Then, Nick walks into the room and Dan realizes Nick is the guy from the kissing photo. Meanwhile, Ronnie is making new plans with his partner. He already has Nick's car, but now he wants to hurt his girlfriend too. He shows up outside a restaurant in the stolen red Porsche to provoke Nick. even insulting his little sister. Nick fights him, then goes home and finds Noah asleep. He notices a scar on her stomach and gently covers it. But when he gets close, Noah jokingly punches him. She leans in as if to kiss him, but Nick suddenly gets a nosebleed. Instead of helping, Noah kisses him anyway. Nick swears he's not like other bad guys. Just then, Dan catches them together. Noah tells him to stay quiet if he really cares about her. The next morning, their parents act normal, which means Dan didn't tell them. But Noah keeps receiving threatening letters. She now takes the front seat in Nick's car instead of Anna. On the way, Mario asks how she learned to drive. She explains her father was a professional racer. Out of jealousy, Anna reveals Nick's past. He grew up without a mom, ran away from home, and raced dangerously in Mexico. Anna herself was a jealous bully at school. Could she be the one sending threats? Noah then returns a small toy red Porsche to Nick as a sweet gesture. Touched, he admits he's never felt this strongly about anyone before. But Noah insists she'd rather fall for Mario. Nick whispers that she needs more than love. She needs a shiver. Later, their friends bring them to an underground fight club. Nick is pushed into the ring against a giant boxer. Noah begs him not to fight, but Anna shoves him in anyway. Noah can't stand the violence and runs outside, where Mario comforts her. Nick wins the fight and a pile of money, while inside, Mario kisses Noah. Nick sees it and angrily throws Mario to the ground. Noah is scared by his jealousy. She breaks up with Nick, not wanting another abusive man in her life. 2 weeks pass. Noah works as a waitress at the yacht club. Nick also tries to put his life back together. One day, Noah serves Nick and Anna at a restaurant, and another threatening note is slipped to her. The secret will soon be revealed. Will then tells Nick that Noah's scar came from when her father tried to stab her. She had testified against him, and now he's out of jail. Rafaela fears he will come back for revenge. At a party, Noah feels someone watching her. Nick offers to drive her home, unknowingly ruining the stalker's plan. When Noah returns for her jacket, Anna cruelly locks her in a closet. Trapped, Noah panics, remembering how her father used to lock her up. Nick rescues her and takes her home, where she's too scared to be alone. He stays with her, and they fall asleep side by side. That night, Will finds them together, but only to say that Maggie, Nick's little sister, is in the hospital with low sugar levels. Nick takes Noah to visit her, and on the way home, Noah comforts him. He stops the car and kisses her, promising never to hurt her again. But their parents soon discover the relationship. Noah worries about breaking up her mother's marriage, and they decide they must separate. Before parting, they share a few unforgettable hours together at the seaside. At dawn, Nick suggests running away, but Noah just wants to enjoy the moment. At a gas station, Noah waits in the car while Nick goes inside. Suddenly, Ronnie shows up, and after a struggle, his thugs kidnap Noah. They stuff her into the red Porsche and drive off. Nick realizes she's missing and identifies Ronnie in the security footage. But the real mastermind isn't Ronnie, it's Noah's father, Jonas. He demands $1 million ransom and no police. It turns out Jonas and Ronnie were cellmates, but Jonas plans to keep all the money for himself. He even knocks Ronnie out. At the drop-off, the police go undercover. Nick also shows up to help. Jonas, watching everything through a hidden camera, realizes the trap. But Nick remembers he has insurance on the Porsche and tracks its location. The police rush to the garage, but Jonas forces Noah to drive the car out at gunpoint. As they speed past the drop site, Jonas shoots at Rafaela. Will saves her by blocking the bullet with a bag of money. Jonas rages that Noah and her mother ruined his racing career by testifying against him. Now he wants revenge. The chase continues until they reach the pier. Nick blocks the exit. Jonas forces Noah to drive at full speed. Nick challenges him head-on, just like the movie they once watched together. At the last moment, both cars drift and dodge each other. This gives the police the opening to shoot. Later, Ronnie is found tied up in the garage, while Jonas's lifeless body is pulled from the pier. Noah is safe at last. Nick sneaks into her room, confesses his love, and they finally become a real couple. But Rafaela, afraid of what their relationship could cause, is determined to break them apart.